Pretty weird.
T3 Media.
Through the media.
Well, prepare yourself, guys. Chris, we're talking through the medias, and I'm about to give you my binge review of Designated Survivor, starring Michael Kiefer Sutherland. Starring Kiefer Sutherland. I'm always messing his name up. I don't know why, because I love the guy. Before we get into the binge review of this TV series, I want you to first hit the like button and become a subscriber if you haven't become one already. Before, what the hell are you waiting for? Prepare yourself, guys. Let's get into this review. Now, I was told by my best friend, Jason, he said, you know what, Chris, you got to see this show, bro. You got to see this show. And I said, I know of it. I'm just, and I love Kiefer. I've loved him ever since the, what was that movie where, they killed themselves and they brought themselves back to life? I know I should be looking it up, but I'm just not gonna. But you guys hit me up on the comment section and be like, dumbass, and I'm seeing the movie right now in my head, so I'm sorry I'm messing that up. But I've also loved him since the Lost Boys too. This dude I love it when he plays these leader roles, but I mostly love him when he plays a villain. He's a great villain. I don't know why hasn't he been involved in the MCU yet, or DC. He would be a great villain one of these days. Let's get that happening. But Kiefer, this is a TV series about a man that was the HUD secretary. I mean, talk about bottom of the barrel, all right? And he's made the Designated Survivor. If you don't know what that is, that's whenever the president, the vice president, Congress, all these senators, they get together for like the State of the Union, you can't be all grouped up in the same place. The country has to keep running. So worst case scenario, let's make a person who is in the line of succession, let's make one of the people that works in the cabinet or the administration the designated survivor. So one person will stick out, will not go to that the State of the Union address. And Kiefer Sutherland was picked. He's the HUD secretary. And wouldn't you know it, there is a attack at the Capitol. Sound familiar, right? And everybody's wiped out. Everybody, the president, the vice president, everybody, all the senators, all the Congress. It's crazy, right? And the series season 1 is about the FBI and everyone trying to figure out what terrorist organization caused these deaths, did this. What reasons that they have for doing it? Was it just for the HUD secretary's benefit to become the surviving member of the administration and becoming the president of the United States? Or is there a deeper plot involved? And I won't spoil it for you. It's just that the series, it had some twists and turns that I did not see coming for this show, that it blew me away, man. It was very deep, and the plots that kept twisting around when you got into why he was picked, the reasons why they thought, was it because they thought he would be the best president, or was it because they thought he would be the worst president? All these little things. I was like, dude, why have I not watched this show since day one? This was awesome. Let me tell you a character that this is one thing that disappointed me. It seemed like season 1 was just straight up conspiracy theory and whodunit, the mystery, and the fact that my boy was right. My friend that referred this to me, he was like, bro, let me tell you why this show is good. It's because everybody's coming after this man. Everybody's coming after him. Everybody. It's like this guy this dude is now tasked of being the designated survivor. He's the president of the United States. And now he has to rebuild Congress, the Senate, everything that was lost. The Supreme Court, everything. And they picked a guy that was pretty well balanced. And this isn't it is a key thing in it, but I'll say one thing if you haven't seen it yet. It was the fact that he was an independent. He leaned left on a lot of things, and he leaned right on a lot of things. But he was a straight up independent, and he had ethics, and he could not be corrupted pretty much for the most part. I mean, he could be pushed. I mean, I think Obama said it before, that the president doesn't make you who you are, it reveals who you are. So if you go in, if you're a piece of crap, you're a jerk, you're going to be a jerk president. If you are a great person, then you're going to be a great president. If you really care, then you're going to be a president that cares. If you don't give a shit, you're going to be a president that doesn't give a shit. It reveals who you are. And that's what I got to give it to him. That's what what I liked about his character most. Who I loved was Maggie Q's character in this. I feel like her character was pitch perfect in season 1, and you could see that the show was starting to take some dips. Season 1 was damn near perfect. If it only had one season, if this was a mini series, great. I feel that, like, things that happened with Kiefer Sutherland's character and with Maggie Q's character, the FBI agent that was trying to solve who blew up the Capitol because a person that she loved was also killed in that explosion. I feel like if that mystery wasn't solved so quickly, if that would have been the ongoing arc, maybe at the end, you think this is the person who really masterminded, but there's really another, and it builds and builds. Almost like a Max Payne video game where you think this is about the gangs. No, it's about the cops. No, it's about the government. No, maybe it's about aliens. What the hell's going on? It's just build and build and build. Maybe that's what this should have been about, but it didn't. They capped it off by the end of season 1, and then season 2 was more about how you're gonna govern now, how you're gonna regain the trust and rebuild this country, because everybody's coming after you, bro. I mean, from all sides, and that's what I think I really liked about it. But things that happened by the third season, the show was canceled and then picked up by Netflix, and I felt that there was an opportunity, or maybe they thought that this was the show that could really replace that void that was left when they had to wind down or change directions for House of Cards. And I felt that this potentially could have been it. But the third season, I'm a lefty, politically leaning, but even I had to admit and agree with some of these comments that the directions that they went, it was a totally different show. By the third season, when Netflix got their hands on it, they killed this show. They killed this show. I mean, usually when I hear people go, they're just trying to deliver a message and this and that and the other, I usually go, man, you're just being too sensitive, man. Stop acting like a victim, bro. No, they were straight up right, dude. Even I was like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. It's a total departure of what the show was about. That mystery, that who did it, the attacks from all sides stuff. Totally gone by season 3. You can actually honestly skip season 3, because I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me off towards the last couple of seasons, the last couple of episodes. I'm not gonna lie. Season 3, if season 3 would have been how that show would have started, I never would have finished it at all. But because of how strong season 1 was, you just have to finish it. And I feel like the rating that it has right now is probably a good 71%, or 71 is pretty much a good. It's a solid C minus, maybe a D of a show. It should be a C plus at best. This should be a B or an A, honestly. But because of how what they did with season 3, here's another thing. This doesn't really spoil anything. Here's something that they failed to on for season 3 when Netflix took over. That it's funny how they didn't make the same mistake with Lucifer. And I can't remember which one was first, if season 3 of this show came first, or if the first season that Netflix bought of Lucifer came first. But here's something that they did not do in Lucifer. They took a TV series from network television, they brought it to Netflix. Now you're thinking, oh my God, we're gonna see boobies and ding dongs and all that. We're gonna see some. It's Lucifer, right? We're gonna see some, right? And we're gonna curse. No, barely. One curse word. I ain't fuck that. Kiss my ass, fuck you, shit. Barely. It's like we're not losing what made this show great just so we can show some boobs. no matter how much I want to see it. But that was brilliant. They did not do that with this. One of the complaints I kept seeing over and over again for season 3 was they just cursed for just the sake of, we can curse now. Fuck it. So be prepared when you're getting into season 3. Now, just speaking real quick before I end this on the characters themselves, like I was saying about Maggie Q, I loved her character in season 1. She was just okay by season 2. That whole we need a love interest thing was that happens in season 2. Her fighting for revenge in season 1 was great. Her needing to be forced a love interest was fine, but I feel like they could have picked someone else, and you'll find out what I'm talking about, because you'll root for it, but they don't do that in season 2, and it pissed me off. And then what they did with her in season 3 pissed me off even more than that. Aiden Canto, brilliant actor, dude. That is a star. He is a star, man. He is a star. Why he's not leading in movies right now? Because he looks exactly like, who the hell did I say he looked like? He look. There's another actor. He looks like the younger version. The young version of the guy still acting today. Damn it. I'm thinking about somebody else. You guys probably can Google that for yourself and let me know in the comments. I think Aiden Canto looks exactly like, and then just put it in the box below. Cal Penn being in this was funny because I think he worked in an administration. How they handled, and I don't know why Natasha's McIlhone, I'm not, if I'm saying her name wrong, the wife Alex played the president's wife. I don't know why they chose that. Maybe she had some other projects in the works. Maybe you guys know. I haven't looked it up, so put it in the box. Educate me on these things, guys, about why she, her character, they took that turn with her character. I don't really want to say it because I'm trying to talk people into watching it, at least season 1 and season 2. You can skip season 3. And then it took me a split second for LaMonica Garrett. I was like, that's the old dude from CW. That's it. He'll always be that to me for it. Paulo Costanzo. I think the last time I saw him anything, I think he was in the Joey spinoff TV show. I think he was in that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the box. But before that, the only thing I remember him in was Road Trip, which I thought he was brilliant in. And I was happy to see him again. And this is one of those characters where you hate his damn guts when you first see him, and then he wins you over, man. It's gonna take. Well, if I met a dude like that in real life, I wouldn't be able to stand it. But he wins you over, man. He pulls it off. Only other memorable character, Italia Ricci, no problems at all. She was perfect and brilliant from beginning to end, just like Kiefer. Kiefer was not the problem in any of the seasons. Neither was Maggie Q, really. Neither was Italia Ricci or Aiden Canto. It was just the writing, and by the third season, the direction that they went, and the cursing for the sake of cursing. Because I know it's a president show, but I mean, if you're trying to, it would have made it. See, it made more sense with House of Cards because that's how it began. But that's why I'm curious, which came first? Let me know, the chicken or the egg. Did Lucifer go to Netflix first, or did this go to Netflix first? I'm going to assume maybe Lucifer by an inch or 1 year maybe. But if this show came first, then that tells me why they didn't go to so many extremes with Lucifer. If Lucifer was first, then y'all had a blueprint, that model that worked, and there was no reason, unless they just wanted to test it out. Maybe we should have gone over the edge with the whole cursing all the time with Lucifer. Let's find out. Let's test that theory out with Designated Survivor. Oops, nope, that didn't work. No more seasons. And then Lucifer was able to knock out 2 or 3 out from Netflix. So there's your test right there. That tells you. Lucifer compared to Designated Survivor. When it comes to buying a show that may have failed on network TV and bringing it into a streaming service, just because you can upgrade the ability to shock people with nudity and cursing does not mean that that's what the fan base wants. The fan base that convinced you to resurrect a canceled network TV show is still there. And I know you're going to try to pull in some new people from Netflix, but you already got your core fans that are going to give it a chance there. Do not lose what the spirit of the television show was, just for the sake of shock. And that's why I think that this TV series needed a fourth season to really wrap it up, or at least needs a film or a mini series, like a 2 or 3 episode thing to wrap this up. But it's not going to get it. And after the way they executed the third season, I'm not surprised. So be warned. I still say it's worth seeing. Be prepared to be disappointed in the third season. That's what I feel about this show. But overall, like I said, 70% sounds about right for me. That's why I rated it too. It's a D plus, maybe a C minus of a show for me. But it's not because of the acting. It was just the direction that the writers chose to go. So that's unfortunate. That's why it only got the 3 seasons. But it definitely, I felt like it would have made more sense. 4 seasons representing 4 years in a term. That would have made more sense for me. Let me know what you guys think. Did I at all convince you to watch this show? Or are you going to be like, I'll pass? No, don't need it. Thanks, Chris. I was just about to hit play, and then you talked me out of it. Put it in the box below. Let me know. And if there's anything else that I need to binge watch, I'll do it. Let me know and make some suggestions and tell me what you want me to binge on Netflix, on Amazon, on Hulu, on Disney Plus. Something that chances are that I'm already watching it or I've already seen it. But if you want me to do a review for something that you think that I might be into, or if you're just curious, I don't know if I want to watch the show. I'm gonna make Chris's ass watch that shit and let him tell me if I should watch it. And based on his brilliance, I'll either skip it or I'll watch it. Because if I'm going to binge it, I'm going to make Chris's ass binge it first. Put it in the box, guys. Let me know what you guys think at all times, and we'll talk about it maybe on We Got Your Mail. So until next time, guys, peace.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.